Okay, and we're recording. So go ahead and tell everybody your story.
All right. So, um, around the third month of the year, I was cited by the California Highway Patrol for speeding. Um, Officer pretty much, asked if I was under arrest and all that good stuff. And he said, yes, you are. Here's your citation. Go to court. I got in touch with the tactical guy here and did some thinking and came up with several pre-arraignment motions, which I promptly filed. And when the judge came to me, he called me up, and I went ahead and informed him of some steps that I was taking, challenge jurisdiction, and the motions that I filed. He blatantly said he had no time for this. He entered in a protected plea of not guilty for me. Gave me a piece of paper saying to return to court trial at a certain time, which, everything on that face sounds like okay. Went ahead and did a little bit more work with a tactical guy here, and it comes up that there's some motions that we additionally decided that might benefit my case. So I went ahead and made arrangements to get those motions sent in by fax to these people. Highway Patrol gave me a fax number. The DA had a fax number. Called the court. I inquired to the court's fax number. They asked me if I was an attorney. I said I'm doing self-representation. They only give fax numbers to attorney. I asked them, so you're going to deny me access to the courts because that's what you're doing, as I'm representing myself. She asked for my citation number, went ahead, looked it up, and lo and behold, she comes up and tells me that there is a pre-trial motion hearing at an earlier time than what my trial time was set for.
So it's about an hour earlier, right?
An hour earlier. And the judge or none of the other judicial staff over there, clerks or anyone, had made that aware to me, during that day that I went for my arraignment.
Yeah.
So it was pretty sneaky on their part not to inform me of that. Much less when I go there and try to have my motions heard, that give them an easy out to say, well, you know what, you didn't show up for your pretrial motion, for your motion hearing. Motions were denied, and I'd be out of luck.
Now, what do you think would have happened if you just would have gone to court like they told you at the time that you are supposed to still go, and would have showed up on time? Do you think they would have brought up the fact that you missed your hearing date and time?
No, I would have tried to inquire on that, but the judge probably would have said, nope, motion's denied, and moved right along and, commence the trial and put me at a disadvantage from the jump.
And that's that the court clerk accidentally told you, because I was assuming that you would have never found out and not known about this. You wouldn't have brought it up, obviously. So.
No, and I even inquired on if they had a calendar so I can double check appearance times, and they told me no, they didn't have a calendar online or available. So
anywhere, yeah.
It definitely seems like the self-representation people, they're not out to help you guys. They're not out to help you at all.
No, yeah. And that's what this channel is for, is to let everyone know, and so that way, we can help them be more aware of how corrupt the system is, unless, of course, you have an attorney, which is still part of their system.
Well, one thing's for sure, thanks to your efforts, literally you are like, a Morpheus out there, enabling the people who's trying to fight these tickets,
yeah.
These illegal money-earning schemes that the government's using, and you're out here offering the people, like, here's a red pill, and there's going to be people who's going to be like, nah, I'll just take the blue pill, and those are the haters that you see, making their negative comments on your channel.
Yeah.
So keep up the good work, and I'll take the red pill.
Well, thanks, and I'm glad you're doing that, and I'm pretty sure that when you go back to court, because of these additional motions, they're going to be in for a surprise, wouldn't you say?
I don't think they were ready, just like they weren't ready when I first talked to them about my motions, and so we'll see what schemes are going to try to come up with now.
Yeah, and just so people know, Because I know everybody seems to ask all these questions, which makes sense. They kind of want to know, well, what secret motions are you talking about? I mean, I don't know if you'd like to discuss what motions you faxed out so that people know what motions you faxed and why. If that's okay. If not, then I mean that's fine.
Well, I mean, there's a handful of motions. I'll just talk, like for example, the informal request for discovery.
Yeah.
That's an important step on.
And did you ever get discovery?
I did not. As a matter of fact, I checked my mailbox today because today should have been the final day for discovery, and they never sent anything. I received no phone calls for them. So the next step you do is, as you talked about on your channel, is to compel discovery.
Yep.
So, again, everything that you put out there, I've kind of looked it over myself, and you're right on the ball with everything. I mean, don't take, like you said, don't take my word for it. Go out there and research it yourself, because in the end, it's you that becomes the man with the robes who's defending yourself. So,
yeah.
Again, thanks for everything. And the motions, I mean, they're legit motions. Don't even doubt that these are motions with case and opinions and conclusions and everything on there.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that, and hopefully people watching this can understand that even if you file the proper motions, it doesn't mean they're going to follow the law. They're still going to do whatever they want, because nowadays it seems like they're supposedly hurting for money, but anybody that knows how to read the CAFRs for each city and county knows that they have two sets of books, and obviously one book is for the public and one book is for the investors, and so they're making money. It's just that they're always trying to make it seem like they're broke when in fact they're not. So, but thanks for making this video with me, man. I'm gonna stop the video now, okay?